Hey guys, my name is Padraig O'Kane and I'm a Jiu Jitsu black belt at the Valente Brothers Academy here in Miami, Florida. Today I'm going to try and help you determine which size Smarty Grappling Dummy is going to fit you. We're going to be reviewing the Smarty 2.0 and the 2.0 XL. Now I should mention that I'm 6 feet tall and I'm 192 pounds. So that should really help you guys see what my stature looks like compared to the dummy, and then you can compare yourself. You could say I'm 6'2" or I'm 5'11" and see exactly which one will fit you the best. There are a few new features in the dummy as compared to the 1.0, and we'll be talking about those in real time as you're watching me do the techniques. As I said in the Smarty 1.0 review, I'm no Gordon Ryan, so I'm going to be doing the techniques nice and easy. And I'm also trying to spare the dummy, as rugged as it is. I just want it to last me a lifetime if possible. So I'm not going to be ripping techniques and pulling the arm as hard as I can or bending the leg as hard as I can. So as you can see from the size difference, the XL is on the right and the 2.0 is on the left. The 2.0 is designed to replicate somebody who is approximately 5'7", and the XL is meant to approximate somebody who's 6'2". The respective weights are 50 pounds or so for the 2.0 and 62 pounds for the XL. And trust me when I tell you that they feel a lot heavier than just that simple number. Now, from this perspective, you can see some of the amazing stitching that goes into building these things, and it is super rugged. You'll also notice that the neck is, of course, very well fortified. It's not long. If it was longer than it is now, the head would just flop around. It being that short really makes it a challenge to get your arm underneath that for a Mataleon. Here you can see more of the amazing stitching, and of course the thumb which was added. That's one of the updates which really helps with lining up your arm bars, etc. And here, this is the 2.0, and I'm just showing you how the arm can move after it's been broken in, which this one is. I've had this for a few months. The extra webbing there is also something that's going to fortify the arm when it gets bent. There you go, a bent arm. And you can see the length of the leg is really sufficient to practice everything you want to practice. A little bit of dart action on the smaller one, and now the larger one. Okay, and there's a knee compression. You might notice I put my hand on the ground before I fall on the ground because I have a disc injury, so I do not want to make it any worse than it is. And here's some ham sandwich material for you on the XL. Lots of leg space to do it on. And here's an ankle lock or ankle break from Pride that also works great on the XL. Now, how about some back takes? No problems. Go for the rear naked. And here's on the bigger dummy. A little bit of work to get to the back, which is great. This is the 2.0, and I'm tacking the turtle and going right to the stomp down and doing a back take. It doesn't matter that it's the smaller one, it's just as easy to do. And I believe this one is to the vaporizer or the kamikaze. I'm not sure about all of the names, but I think that that's right. And now to back take. So you see you can push on the leg and you can get the dummy to react just like a person would. Some quarter Nelson to neck crankage. This is that Z-guard sweep. This is the smaller dummy, and it's not hard to do any of this with the smaller dummy. It's not that small actually. Some great MCL destructive material there. I saw some guy do this in a competition. It's a little bit of ballet, but it looks good. And here's a bit of Choi barrage for you. And you can see I'm not really cranking the arm because I just do not want to have any problems. This is a modified buggy choke from the back. Now I'm having to do a big step. It doesn't make a difference with the small or the large dummy. I'm having to make a big step when I do this, and it just feels real. Now sometimes you're going to do a technique where, because the dummy is an inanimate object, it's not going to move like an actual person, so sometimes you have to coerce the dummy into the position that you want to practice, and that's what I was doing with those two. So as I mentioned before, the legs have been lengthened. There has been an addition of a head, which also includes the chin and also the thumb. But there's something else that has been also changed, and that is the torso has been narrowed. And that not only makes the Smarty more realistic, but it also makes it easier to navigate, as the 1.0 was really quite stout. In these final moves you can see just how much of a difference having life-size length legs makes in practicing your techniques. So you've seen me train with both of the dummies and you're still asking yourself, which one should I get? Well, here are some really good guidelines that I believe is going to really help you make the decision. So if you are 5'9 to 5'10, absolutely get the XL. If you're 5'9 to 5'10 and you're over 200 pounds, again, get the XL. If you're 5'8 and you're over 200 pounds, get the XL. If you're 5'9 or 5'10 and you're between 145 to 160 pounds, I think the 2.0 is going to be the ticket for you. One of the great things about the Smarty 2.0 is that it is easy to maneuver because it's lighter, and it's easier to get head and arm strangles because, you know, it's a little bit slimmer. The Smarty XL has limbs that represent taller training partners, and because the torso is longer, there's more room to move around doing top pins. The final question you're going to ask yourself is, should I put out the extra money to get the dummy pre-filled, or will I be doing it myself? I would urge you to get it pre-filled, because those guys know exactly how the dummy should be filled and what it should look like and what it should feel like, and it's a massive time saver because you're going to want to open up that box, take the dummy out and start training immediately, as opposed to doing a lot of sweating, trying to find the filling and all of that. Now, that's just my opinion. If you can't swing it, I totally get it, but I would get the dummies pre-filled 100%. So lads, thanks for watching the video, and don't forget that there's a discount code in the description down below. And after you've purchased your dummy and have had a while to work on it, I would love to hear your feedback, so please come back to this video and leave a comment down below. It'd be great to hear from you.